95, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mob ties. Real raw eyes. Real whole eyes. All time highs.
YouTube, what is going on? Hope everybody is having a fantastic day today. Today, I'm going to be going over my deck profile that got me 18th place in the Master Circuit series. This is week 3 of the Master Circuit series. And yeah, we got 18th place, went 6-2, was very excited to do that with heroes, considering how much Spright was running around. I did not expect to do as well as I did. We were unfortunately 2 spots away from top 16, but hey, I'll take it. So, going over the deck profile, I want to take my time with this deck profile and really go over it. It is pretty similar to the hero deck profile I did for February of 2023. I don't know if much has changed, maybe a little bit in the extra deck, but I want to go over this one a little bit more in depth. If you guys have any questions, put them in the comments below. If you have any cards that you think you would like to play, then go ahead and comment them down below as well. But without any further ado, let's just jump into it. We're starting with 3 Max C here. I feel like this is pretty self-explanatory. In a format where Max C is legal, I feel like you just need to max out on it. It's such a good card. Definitely won me some games. There was a game I opened. I was playing Spright and they used one of their frogs and I just ashed it and maxed it immediately after, and it pretty much just won me the game from there. 2 Increase. I see a lot of people running 1 Increase and I don't like that. I feel like if you notice, a lot of people who run 1 Increase kind of only show you the replays where they don't open the Increase. And when I played 1 Increase, and I tested it for a long time, okay, I've been playing heroes for a long time, ever since they came out in their structure deck, right, with Mass Change and Dark Law and all that. I've been playing them, and I have tried 1 Increase. I will say, and I said this last time, I think IRL it works, because you don't draw it too much, but in Master Duel, with 1 Increase, I always drew Increase, and I could never do the combo, and it was very annoying. There have been some games I've resolved 2 Increase as well, so I definitely do recommend 2 Increase in Master Duel. 1 for IRL is fine, but if you play this in Master Duel, if you have my luck, I would always draw the 1 of, and I just hated it, so I am playing 2 Increase. 3 Ash Blossom. Ash is pretty good all around. I see a lot of people maybe cutting this card for Ogre, for Spright, Giant Spright, whatever it's called. I like Ash. I think it's good all around for any deck that it hits. It's mainly here for Max C though. In a format where Max C is legal, Ash just really helps with that. And I think it just hits, you know, a lot of things. It can hinder Spright in some ways. For example, the earlier example I gave with when I Ashed the Toad and then Max C'd the Toad. That was good as well. I have 1 Destiny Hero Denier that's pretty standard. You need it for the combo. You don't need any more than that. 2 Stratos. 3, I would run it if I had the space, but I just don't have the space for 3 Stratos. So I'm running 2. You need at least 2, because there are times where maybe you want to use its blowout effect. Maybe you want to summon 1 with a hero live and you want to normal summon another one. You can get another search and you can use the spell and trap back row removal effect as well. So 2 at a minimum. 2 Vion. 2 Vion and 2 Shadow Mist. Is kind of the same reason as 2 Increase. It's like if you draw one of them, you want to have another one in your deck to do the combo. For example, if you draw a Vion, you want to still be able to do Ferris combo. If you draw a Shadow Mist, you still want to be able to send Shadow Mist to the graveyard with Vion or whatever it may be. So that's why you run 2 of for those things. We have a Dusted Gold. I've seen people cutting this card in Heroes. Malbane won me some games today. Malbane is a very good card, has very good synergy with Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. I guess I should click on the cards as I explain them. Very good synergy with Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, because DPE obviously targets a card you control and a card your opponent controls and destroy them, but Malbane cannot be destroyed by card effects, so that's why we are running the Dusted Gold and the Dark Calling. Makes many OTKs possible, helps OTK through Nibiru, even though Nibiru is not as popular now because of Sprites. Gigantic Spright, that's what it was. Because Gigantic Spright locks the opponent into level 2s and they can't be nibbed. 1 Liquid Soldier, definitely need it for the combos. Liquid Soldier actually won me the very last game of today, and If you check out my YouTube shorts, I have a replay, like kind of a short showing that. Liquid Soldier is definitely necessary. I ended up winning with only a Hero Lives. I used the Hero Lives to special summon Stratos, add Liquid to hand, normal Liquid, use its effect to bring back Bion. From there, I pitched Mally, and from there I made Cross Crusader and searched a Dusted Gold for game. So yeah, Liquid Soldier is just great. It's really good being able to make Sunrise with it. The Draw 2, Discard 1 is such a good effect. Like, never underestimate a Draw 2. Miracle Fusion and Absolute Zero is great. And let me try clicking on these cards while I explain them. Miracle Fusion and Absolute Zero is great. Has really good synergy with DPE. You could pop the Absolute Zero and a card your opponent controls and then destroy other monsters. So yeah, it's definitely great for OTKs as well. Just being able to, if you're in a situation where you need to just normal Vion, you don't have another starter, you send the Shadow Mist, search the Liquid Soldier, Polymerization for Sunrise, Miracle Fusion for Absolute Zero. Definitely a must-have for sure. And then we have 3 Ferris. This is kind of your combo starter of the deck. This gets everything started. That's why we run 3 of them, even though you're only going to resolve 1, sometimes 2, but mostly 1. You just want to see this in your hand. You want to start your combos like that. 2 Mally, pretty self-explanatory. 1 Honest Neos, enables OTKs. Can be good for protecting Dark Law. Maybe you're mash changing a Shadow Mist. Searching the Honest Neos to protect Dark Law so it can't be beat over. 2400 isn't the biggest attack. And Plasma. Such an amazing card. In my opinion, it's better than Dark Law. I mean, Skill Drain is just better than Macro. Not to say that, you know, both aren't great, but Plasma is so good. Most times I'm going first, I make DPE Plasma. That's kind of like my standard board, and then anything extra I have on top of that. We made a lot of Dark Law DPE Plasma opening boards today, which was really good. Really strong. 1 Polymerization, 1 Miracle Fusion, that's pretty self-explanatory. 3 Hero Lives, just an amazing card. Won me the final game, won me so many games. You could literally Droplet for 4 and just OTK with Hero Lives. Such a good card. If you get Max Seed when you're activating Hero Lives, you could special Shadow Mist, search Mash Change, kind of at least end on a Dark Law. It's just an amazing card. Dark Calling, of course, for the Dusted Gold to make Malbane. Fusion Destiny, of course, such a good card. Fusion Destiny is actually a 1-card Plasma DPE. So you send both Denier and Mally to the graveyard to summon your DPE, special to Mally, special to Denier, shuffle one of the Mallies back in, make Cross Crusader, and then you search for Stratos, which searches for Plasma, and then you summon the other Mally. So you tribute Cross Crusader, Mally, and Plasma Stratos for Plasma, and then you have Plasma DPE. Just a very strong opening board. Pot of Prosperity, I still am running 1. This card is very good. Going first, incredibly good. Actually won me one of the games today. Just being able to search 6 cards is just so good. I think what I did is I didn't have enough damage on board, so I went Battle Phase, main Phase 2, Prosperity'd, and then I was able to set up a really good board that my opponent could have out. Prosperity is just so good. Better than something like Rhoda, which can only get you a warrior monster. Prosperity can get you the top 6 cards of your deck. It can get you your mash change that you need. It can get you just that 1 card that you need. Very, very good in Heroes. We do have space for banishing some things with Prosperity. 3 mash change, pretty standard. Dark Law is just amazing. 2 Call by the Grave, necessary for things like Maxi and other hand traps so we can complete our combos. And 3 Droplet, definitely necessary in this deck, because especially in a tournament setting, in a best of 1 format, when the first 8 rounds are Swiss best of 1 format, you're not always going to win the coin toss, okay? So you want cards that are good going first and good going second. Maxi, Ash, and Droplet are my examples of these cards. If I have an end board and I have Maxi and Ash in hand, or I have a Droplet set, you know, those cards are good going first, but if I'm going second, if I have a Maxi and Ash to stop my opponent, and a Droplet, discard 4 Hero Lives for game. We have good discards. We have a Mally discard. We have a Denier discard. One of the Droplets that I resolved discarded both Mally and Denier and started my combo from there. So I would not change anything about this deck. I think these ratios are perfect. I've been playing Heroes for a long, long time on Master Duel IRL. I would not change anything about these ratios. Really thought long and hard about these. And I love it. I'm not playing E and Shuffle in this build because, like I said, in a tournament setting, when you're not guaranteed to win that coin flip, having that Ash is just more valuable going second. So I really wouldn't change anything about the hand traps, like the going first and second cards, Maxi, Ash, and Droplet. I think all the other ratios are pretty standard here for the heroes. Yeah, and I'm just running 3 of, you know, the best cards that are just good for starting our combos and such. So that's pretty much it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, we have Double Dark Law. Comes up a lot for sure. One of the games I won today was against Spright, Live Twin. They ended up searching. We Dark Law effect. I had a mass change set, changed my Dark Law into another one when they searched again, and they just couldn't play the game. Masked Hero Blast, definitely necessary for dodging Imperma Stratos, dodges the occasional Effect Veiler as well. Of course, you need Sunrise and Absolute Zero for the Liquid Soldier combo. Acid, again, good with Absolute Zero and Mass Change. This could be a field wipe. It's a field banish if Dark Law is on the field. This doesn't happen too often. Acid really doesn't come up much. You really could cut it if you wanted to. I almost never make it, but sometimes it does come up and it is good for clearing back row, so I do like to have it. In the scenario where that opportunity prevents itself, I do like having Acid. Yeah, moving on, we have Scurried Out. Also, Acid is one that we're going to banish off for Prosperity a lot. We have Scurried Out. This is necessary for when you're using Fusion Destiny. Maybe you're using Miracle Fusion, you're locked into Dark Heroes. Scurried Out can help you push for game. A Scurried Out can help you Miracle Fuse. When you are locked into Dark Heroes to make Plasma as well. So definitely a must-have. Anki, I actually did not make today. Anki could be good against, like, not so common decks like Dinomorphia. It's cool because you could poke directly for 1400. A lot of times you're just OTKing outside of this. You could really cut this for Trinity. Trinity has the advantage of if there's a bunch of monsters on board, which Spright does do, especially with Honest Names, you could just do a lot of damage, and Trinity can really help OTK through Maxi as well. So I might be cutting this Anki for Trinity. Moving forward in the Diamond 1 rank grind, I think we're like Platinum 1 right now, so we just need to keep doing more ranked matches and then we'll get there. But I might be running a Trinity in lieu of Anki. Either one is kind of interchangeable, they're not too common. Malbane, of course, for a Dust of Gold. DPE, of course, just an amazing card. Wonder Driver for our combos. 2 Cross Crusader. You need 2. Okay, this won me a tournament game today. Cross Crusader can bring back DPE from the grave. If your DPE gets ghost spelled, happened to me today, or for whatever reason your DPE is in the graveyard, maybe it's sent to the graveyard by some effect, maybe by like Mathmech they send it to the grave, you can bring it back with Cross Crusader. You need 2. This wins in the grind game. Verte Anaconda won me another game today. I normal summoned an Ash Blossom, made Verte, used a Miracle Fusion to have just enough damage to OTK. Verte definitely necessary in a format where it's legal. We're also running DPE, so we could use either Fusion Destiny or Miracle Fusion with Verte. And then Dread Decimator, necessary for the OTKs as well, and can do piercing damage, which is pretty cool. So that's it for the deck profile. I do believe it is a pretty tight deck profile. I wouldn't really change anything. I think the hero ratios that I'm playing are perfect in my opinion. And I think the extra cards I'm playing like Maxi, Ash, and Droplet are perfect in my opinion. So yeah, I wouldn't change anything about this deck. We got the Royal Rare Neos over here, okay? It's a beautiful thing. You know, gotta flex that, okay? Maybe I'll build a Neos deck at some point, but yeah, I had a lot of fun with the Master Circuit series. It was very well organized events. Actually, to be honest, the most organized Yu-Gi-Oh event I've ever taken part in. Even more organized than IRL regionals. So yeah, it was a great time. I had a great time. I did not expect to go 6-2 with heroes with all the sprites running around. I did not expect to get 18th place out of 256 people. We were just 2 away from top 16, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, I will try to join next week. It's just a very hard tournament to get into. I'll try to join some other tournaments as well. I know DK does tournaments as well. And the Master Circuit series obviously is going on. I'm going to try and join as many tournaments as I can. Really had a blast doing this. We were live doing this on Twitch. The link for that's going to be down below. I'll also be doing my ranked grind. I'll be playing things like heroes. I have Cyber Dragon Sprights, which maybe I'll bring to a future MCS. So yeah, if you would like more Yu-Gi-Oh content like this, more videos like these, subscribe to the channel, check out the shorts, check out all that stuff, and come over to Twitch. We have a lot of fun over there, you know, grinding in the Diamond 1 rank grind and, you know, playing in tournaments. It's a great time. So that is going to be it for the video. That's it for the deck profile. Like I said before, if you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'm happy to answer them. Let me know if there's any techs you would play. And before this video ends, I know I'm going to get this question. I'm not playing Dark Angel. Dark Angel is a bad card in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel, okay? And this is why. This card exists, okay? IP Masquerena exists. If you give Dark Angel to a Runic Spright player, they're going to normal summon something and make IP Masquerena. They're just going to link it off, okay? Every time I make it, it gets linked off, okay? You're giving them a free link material. If you could play like Dimensional Barrier in a side deck, and if Dimensional Barrier had link in its text, then it would be good. If they were actually couldn't out it, right? If they couldn't out it and then they couldn't use spells, it would be good. But the fact they just linked for 2, with Anaconda running around everywhere, with Spright running all these link 2s, it's just not worth it. So I'm not running Dark Angel, for anybody who's wondering that. So that's going to be it for my deck profile. Let me know if you have any suggestions that maybe you think I'm missing that could make the deck better. But I'm pretty confident with this deck. I'm very happy with how it performed today. Yeah. And that is it for me. If I was going to change anything, maybe I'd change Anki to Trinity. I'll probably try that going forward, but that is about it. So, thank you guys so much for watching this deck profile. I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I will see you guys in the next video and hopefully over on Twitch. Stay healthy, stay hydrated, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.